Welcome to episode 3. We had to split 2 and 3 because 2 was just getting way too long, and basically all we ended up doing was getting the clutch, trans, and kind of engine bay prepped. So in episode 3, we're going to finish the engine bay prep as well as get the motor and trans mounted in the car. Or are we? Maybe it'll never happen. Anyways, the diff had to come out of the trans because it doesn't fit to mount in the car on the trans, so that was a thing. And yeah, this episode should be a little more interesting, kind of give you a glimpse of what this thing's going to look like, and start getting closer to basically putting front axles, electrical in, and getting it driving as a front wheel drive car to start with. So thanks for coming back. Okay, we're gonna put the jack shaft on now and the jack shaft cover. Okay. You're just getting right in here, huh? Do you think this was a Trito? This is not a Trito. Okay, I don't. This is the half shaft, jack shaft, whatever you want to call it. And I don't know exactly what gear oil this trans uses, but we're gonna kind of lube up the bearing shaft real quick here. So these two journals, just to make sure there's nothing on them. And that's gonna go right into here. And we're probably just gonna give it a little tap with a soft blow hammer. Okay. Just like that. Okay. So that is in. And I'm gonna find a couple bolts for that real quick. So we're gonna have to get special bolts for this because what I just noticed is that there's basically a smooth bore from here to about the thickness of this in the block, which means that it's probably got a special fastener that's shouldered so that it holds the shear load. So, you know, if I just put this fastener in and bolt it down, that's all good. But if there's like a shear load or like a big thrust load that comes from the trans, that means that when that happens and there's no shoulder in these 3 spots, it's gonna come loose on these bolts. So the bolt won't necessarily come loose, but this will come loose and start creating a lot of vibration during thrust loads under acceleration, and eventually it'll just rip itself apart. So I get what the design is, we just need to find the right bolts. But for now, what I'm gonna do is just throw one in just to hold it in place, and we'll throw the shield on also to hold it in place to basically see what our clearance issues are gonna be. So this bolt I think will be fine for holding it in place. I think. It's not too long. Might be too long, but it'll keep it from sliding out. Got the dust shield on, like dust, dirt, snow, whatever you want to call it, shield on eBay, and it came with the fastener, so that's cool. So that. Now you're thinking, why do you need that? Or maybe you're not. But these little things are things that are not just there. They're there because Honda did a ton of testing and they're like, oh shit, there's tons of sand. It keeps getting in like the bearing race of the half shaft or something. So they made this shield. Okay, cool. Shield, half shaft, engine's ready to lift. Let's try and put it in the car. Oh wait, no, we gotta take some. Just gonna take some of this stuff out of the way. Just so it's not so hard to get this motor in and out. God, the fuck does this thing come out? I don't even know what this is. If anyone knows what this is, feel free to leave it in the comments. This little thing's got it. Smells gassy. Maybe a fuel trim type thing. Don't know. Don't care right now. Okay, this little guy out of there. Kind of like little canister guy. Yeah, let's take this guy off, at least the hose. These clamps, not worth saving. Not at all. Okay. All this stuff we can kind of just tuck back here for now. Okay. Besides whatever the fuck this thing is, yeah, I have a feeling this is going to be in the way, the brake lines. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, I have a feeling that brake line's going to be in the way, but well, let's just see how this goes. So you can see that the rear diff is not going to clear the subframe going down. So that's problem one. Problem two, this AC compressor is very tight with clearing the headlight housing and the front frame support. So that's an issue. Let's see. What other problems do we have? This side looks okay, besides, I mean, this is like right there. that'll be interesting. The trans clearing, like here, clearing the subframe is going to be very tight. Okay, so yeah, what do you think about this? I think we're gonna start two ways at this. First, let's just take the AC off, which means we need to take the serpentine belt off. So this is just your tensioner right here. You're just gonna turn that back. You can see it loosens the belt. There we go. And we can get the belt off of here. This is probably captured with the engine hoist right now, but that's fine. Yeah, so let's just crank this thing off real quick. Oop, oop, oop. And then we'll backtrack here and see what's up. A lot of grime. Oh yeah, it's not. All right. Go to 3. There we go. Wow, that's on there. Try not to spin this thing like into the glass. There we go. Oh, it's on there. Look at that. Full circle. See that white shit? That is hydrogen corrosion. Okay. I would love for this car to have AC. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but I would like it. Probably shouldn't do this on the lift. Okay. And we're not going to do that over the car. Okay. Oil drain. Has got a lot of years of Honda bond holding it together. But they did put this nice little pry spot in here. Oh, is that even the spot? There we go. Look at that. I actually caught it for once in my life. I mean, this thing looks pretty good. The gear, none of the teeth are fucked up that I see. Just press that on here for a sec. This is definitely old oil. Does it smell like oil from Japan? It definitely needed to be changed. That is for sure. That is some crunchy oil. That's okay. Okay. I'm gonna try and pull some of this harness that's kind of in the way. And then maybe we may have to pull the alternator and okay, that's this out. Okay, so brakes. Man, it'd be great to have this harness out of the way, but it is just wrapped around the brake lines. It's not even held in anymore. So I think I think the brake lines need to go towards the back of the car. Okay, so for now, maybe we do need to get this harnessed. This is a problem. It's on the subframe here, where we're getting pretty tight on clearance, and we'll take a look. So if you can see this, but right down here where the trans, see that, where the trans is touching the subframe, we're gonna mark that because we may need to notch that out right there. At the same time, we're touching the alternator to the headlight, and that has like a little room, but what we could do is we could kind of pitch this that way a little bit, and see if that helps. Okay, so pretty much there to there. It's gonna be notched right up to the seam. This just has more dirt than marking, but you can see it where that bolt would have to clear. I don't know if we kind of have a lot of forward room here. So maybe we can come down a little bit. I almost think it'd be better to, we'll pull this off. It'd be better to pull this off, have a little more clearance, come down. Okay, I'm gonna try and come down again. There, and that's there. Yeah, I think we need to go this way more. All right, I repositioned this thing way more straight up and down. So let's see for a 20th time how this goes. Power steering is like right in the way. Okay. That thing's pulling on the subframe pretty good. We're getting pretty close. I set this down and took the power steering off because we're not ever going to use that. So right now we just have the tensioner, water pump, crank balancer pulley, and I do want the AC on here. That's like down here, but I think that'll fit once we get the motor in, and not gonna completely worry about it. I had contemplated taking the intake manifold off and the cover, because this is gonna go away, this is gonna go away. We're gonna go to a shorter plenum, so that'll be more like straight off here and here. But I do think once we get it in there, I'll probably take it off so I can see maybe what the hood looks like. So right now, what we need to do is probably lift the car up just a little bit, and then that way I can get under once the motor's in, because I want to check one more time to just make sure that I'm going to be cutting away whatever part of the rear subframe I'm cutting is the right part. I think that's probably about good. Let's see. Did we even hit the first click? Nope. Real close. Okay, that's the first one. Right there. Okay, so it's locked in. And we'll lift this up, check it, and this bolt now is kind of just hitting right here. So I marked out this spot. This is kind of where the rib of the transmission hits first, right here. A little hard to see, but we're under the car now. And here's the back rib of the the diff on the trans, which is hitting this little portion of the cross member, or of the subframe. So that's hitting like right here. So that's, wish I had brought a marker down here, but yeah, we're gonna say basically 2-finger width here, and that's where we need to shave some space because the head of the bolt's there. And this rib is pretty close to the steering rack right here. So I don't know if that's gonna be a problem. We can maybe shave it down, but it will also kind of pivot this way a little bit. So I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. Okay, I just outlined where this mount sits, so we know how to clean up the frame. So it's pretty self-explanatory there. I'm just gonna set that aside. Gonna go get the grinder. Okay, I like keeping these worn out flap discs around because they're great for something like this where it's really thin sheet metal. So we're not going to do any weld behind it, like back here, for a few reasons. One, it's not really gonna do anything. Two, if anything happens at any point, getting access to cut this thing off anywhere other than this front section is gonna be a huge pain in the ass. But I think you'll see once this is in that it ain't fucking going anywhere. So we got that, and now we gotta make some clearance down here on the frame. Oh, that's hot. She's a little hot. Okay. It's gonna be close, but we also need to clean up. Let's see, this is gonna be welded in here, so it's gonna be sitting something like this. Okay. Like that. Okay. Get the idea there. I'm also going to point out that while this may be a 1/4 inch mount, we are mounting it to basically 20 or 18 gauge sheet metal. So it doesn't matter how fucking beefy this thing is, because this is not beefy. So here we go. All right, that's in place. Okay, got Matt helping out today. So he's gonna be helping me get this thing mounted up. I think we've done a lot of research and we found that there's some interference between the back of the transmission, right down where he's pointing, and the subframe, especially where the steering rack mounts. So if you can see in there, see that white out spot that I marked. We're gonna cut that wing off first on the trans because it's just a kind of a gusset. I don't think it's gonna be compromising the performance. And then we'll see if it pivots over so that we can get the motor mount aligned over here. So we're pretty close, but you can see that the driver's side needs to come back towards the firewall. So we're gonna pull the motor again, cut that tab off, and try and reassemble.
Nice.
Just start there.
Hell yeah.
See how that goes?
Yeah, because that took a big chunk off.
Okay, cool.
Sweet.
All right. Because that's, did they have it down? Yeah, they had that closer to the rack, or
yeah, no? Basically that was like touching that rack mount, which is real close, right there.
Right about there.
That made a big difference there. Just
now
taper it more.
Now it's not kicking as much. Is it coming towards you enough or no? Well, it's definitely
gone in some.
Yeah, I feel like that whole top fucking piece of that thing needs to come off.
I feel like right where you marked it is like dead on.
Right around the... It's so weird. I just don't, like, I don't understand how theirs was sitting in there with the same trans. You know? Like...
Yeah, I'm wondering if these were aligned though.
Probably not. They probably had it sitting like... They probably had it pulled back too. They probably had it like...
Yeah.
Here.
Because you still got to put a radiator in between there or no?
Yeah, we're gonna need a radiator, a fan, and an intercooler. Probably the intercooler in between the bumper.
Yeah. Because I'm wondering, so with that nub, then it'll fit in there, but then I still feel like it's gonna have 5 millimeters of clearance or something crazy low. Which, like,
well, that'll never bump.
It's better than touching, but yeah. You'll hear.
Yeah, probably won't ride on grease very well, but you can try. So we're gonna make some room because there's a bolt and a boss on the trans that hits right there. That's
basically it's right off the side of that.
Yeah, you can kind of see that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah, I think let's pull the motor again. See what that would do to cut that out. And then this, I feel like this whole rib is, this whole top piece is like kind of a problem.
Yep.
So I feel like if that was gone, it would probably fit right against the subframe pretty well.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
So this whole, basically this whole rib I think needs to go for the most part. At least, I mean, what do you think? Maybe like, I wonder if we could put like a big chamfer on it instead of,
yeah. Shaved down like that.
Yeah.
I like trying that for sure.
Because that way it might just like slot in right kind of above the rack. I don't know.
Good weight reduction.
Okay, we're just gonna grind the shit out of this thing until it fits in the car. You know what you're thinking? We'll clean it up. This is just for fitment.
Yeah.
Okay, post grinder. So we got that all ground out right there. Yep. Now we'll see what the next tough spot is. I guess we didn't touch the subframe where that bolt's gonna be. Suppose we could look at that real quick. We're gonna notch right here, as this hits one of the bolt bosses on the rear transmission where it mounts to the diff. So that's gotta go. We had to grind a lot more of this diff casing off at the back of the transmission. So since we're not using any of the mounts there, which would be mounted for which would be used for a CRV or a Honda element, we're just going to take all of this structural ribbon away, since it's not really structural to the actual function of the transmission of the diff. So just grinding away and making a lot of clearance. Yeah, just
Putter buck. We do different sports actually.
You're like, oh, I see what you're doing. You're trying to get attention.
Yeah, 100%.
And then come forward like just a tad.
Yeah, so you got that dialed in from back there. So when you call it, it's like, yeah, she go. Yeah. Beep, beep.
So good?
Oh yeah. She's just giving the frame a little loving.
A little more?
A little bit lower. A little bit lower. Maybe half an inch. There we go. Oh, yeah. Or yeah, a little bit lower actually. Let's see. I think it's close. Oops, it should be right there.
Oh, I think it needs to come down, huh?
Yeah.
How are you tilted up, or it's like almost in the right spot?
Yeah, it's close. See if you go lower, she'll be able to. There you go. As close as she's been.
Oh man, that bolt scallop is still not enough.
No.
It's still like riding on the frame.
It looks like the steering one is for sure though.
I think that's probably close enough until we bring it in.
Yeah.
That's gonna be real close. It might need to just be cleaned up on this side.
Good call.
The silver marker actually the black marker will work fine on that thing. Let me grab that for you. So I just like start marking where like the cleanup is gonna need to happen.
Sure.
Here, let me get the camera in there.
Yeah, yeah. Do a little cleanup. Thinking this side.
Yep.
A bit. I don't know if that drew it real well, but
yeah.
You thinking any further?
I mean, we can just like take a big dig out of that, and then it really needs like kind of a round over the top and scalloped in. Yeah. On the frame.
Just chamfer this more?
Well,
no?
A little bit there. And then I'm thinking like where that bolt is hitting.
Yeah, on the frame.
Yeah. Do you wanna, that marked well with the silver pen.
Yeah, heck yeah. Oh yeah.
There you go.
Your business.
Okay. We need to take a little more out right around here, because that boss is still interfering. So we're just gonna scallop that out. It'll be nice and hollow. Then we'll weld structure back later once we know the motor fits. Yeah, we lost sound for just a second, but we're just trying to fit the motor again after grinding both the subframe and the back of the diff, and still kind of not working.
Exist.
Okay, last little bit here. Found a little more that we need to take off the back of the trans right there, or the back of the trans to diff mount, and then right here, the bracket is just a little, it's just a little overswelled, and I think we need to take a little bit more off the subframe towards the weld seam right here, so this boss down here, and then I think then we'll be hanging.
Oh yeah? Just disappeared?
Yeah. No one's ever gonna fast forward through this one.
Describe your technique.
You gotta, it all starts with the look, you know? Like you just look at it right and it's like, yeah, I'm in for that. Take 5,292.
Plus one.
Plus one? Okay.
This one.
This one's got merit.
Yeah.
She might go. Maybe. Oh, we should have moved this fucking chain while it was out.
Oh shit, is it in the way?
Yeah, it's like kind of in the way of,
crap.
let's see. There's a lot of tension on both of these too. Might have to keep it.
Yeah, until it gets tension on it.
Cool.
Sweet. Turn in there, I like that.
I probably need to come back up.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm. A good place to start. So I think that one went in pretty decent last time.
I'm just gonna have to give her towards the back. I think we need to come down a little bit almost.
I think you're right, yeah. Yeah, that was good. How did you rotate it there? Whatever you were doing, this kind of, yeah.
There we go, you wanna get that?
This is like the home improvement model.
Oh, what is it? Oh, we
That's
need to
right,
like,
where you tilted from there. Yeah, I can just make sure I got it. Nope. No?
I think she's going cross.
Oh God.
No, but probably hand tool it.
Yeah. Oh no.
See if it threads in.
Yeah, she will.
I mean, that definitely would have gone one way.
And it's in for good.
Okay, JK, we couldn't get the chains off, so It's coming back up.
I had one bolt head just in the perfect spot of like, nope.
Just not happening.
You need this one at all?
High on your side. We're high on your side. You're on the high mount though, right?
Yeah. The only downside is low mount flips it by like a 1/2 inch.
I think that might be what we need.
Yeah?
So, well, I'm not tight yet. I suppose, let me get these tight.
Oh, yeah. God, it does look high. Yeah, now we're arguably slightly low.
Oh yeah, now we're even.
I think that'll sit good though, don't you think, or no?
Yeah, you're high by probably a 1/4 inch. I mean, that could be. Wait, are you in the hole?
No, it's close.
Oh.
It's got to go this way a bit.
It's gotta go
more.
that way a little bit and up.
See what it'll do there.
Yeah, I think you might need to come down.
See if we can-
Yeah, it's.
So it'd do this and it would come up a bit. Like maybe there's.
It's like, no.
So there I got one side in.
Yeah, we're definitely high by quite a bit on your side.
Okay, it's flipper.
It's like all the way against the.
Oh yikes! Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's easy.
So.
Oh, I might need that for.
Just pull up a little bit. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Okay.
No, it's in the engine.
Looking at this looks like we're.
Oh, that's right in the middle. Great.
We'll grab it in a little bit.
Okay.
There we go. Oh yeah, this is looking way better. Yeah, it's almost level.
Nice.
I think once you cinch those up too, that'll be perfect.
Just gotta maybe lift it a little bit.
Okay.
Close, keep going. There we go.
That was 17. Here you go. Oh, that's going in, right?
Yeah, yep, there, I can see it. Nice. The old crowbar.
Yeah, that looks more level.
Dude. Good clearance.
Okay. It's here for now so we don't crush it.
Using a setter down on the wheels.
Yeah, I'll cinch these up, I guess.
I'd rather be safe than sorry on that one.
Let's see if we have enough battery to run this without. There we go. Okay, we're gonna see how this thing sits.
All right.
Everything all clear on that side?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Okay.
Do those ramps kind of auto kick up in the back?
Yeah, those will kick up and then we'll have to put these ones down. Nothing under it.
Yeah, it looks all good.
See if it's just sitting on the motor. Nope.
Looks like it was meant for it.
It actually isn't too far off. I mean, that's not hanging down that far.
No. Well, and is that other pan a little tucked? Oh, right. Heck yeah.
So there was some magic that definitely went on back here because do you want to just hold this down there?
Oh, yeah. You get the flashlight going?
Yeah, it's on. So when you get this thing in there, all said and done, looks like we got a lot of clearance to the steering rack, and we maybe could have used the bolt that Hasport had that bolts in back where my finger is. But getting it in and out without taking the transmission off with that mount in place is like pretty impossible. So I think all the grinding we did was great for basically serviceability and getting this thing in and out. But I think I'm gonna modify their mount so that the mount can stay in the car when this thing comes in and out, because there's no fucking way that mount would be on the car when you pull it out. So all said and done, there's like a decent amount of clearance back there. And yeah, I think this thing's sitting in there pretty good. There's clearance on the accessory side, and the oil pan's not sitting on the ground, so that's a plus. Motor's in. Fuck yeah. I think the next steps that make sense are to put the front axles in, make sure they actually fit. I've got the RSX base model 2002 to 2006 axles, which are like a 32 spline, I think. And those are supposed to fit in the stock knuckles for this car. And then once that's in, I think we go through like the really boring, tedious part of trying to get an RSX harness adapted to this motor to get it to run. I'd love to get it started and running, probably with like just an open header, and basically get it to the point where it can shift in and out of gear with a gas pedal and a brake, because we really need to like drive it and make sure that this thing's going in the right direction. And then once that's done, that's like the hardest, most annoying part, and we can do the fun part where we put the all-wheel drive in, rear axles, rear knuckles, rear fuel cell, get it properly plumbed, get all the wiring proper, find someone who can do a digital to analog conversion for the speedometer so we can use the stock speedometer that's in the car. And yeah, then we're getting ready for turbo. And it'll be turbo time. Yeah, that's right, man. Fucking turbo time.
Turbo time, papa.
So that's the end of this episode. Thanks for watching again. Feel free to leave the comments. Let me know if there's shit that we need to work on, make better, make more interesting. I don't know if it's gonna be more interesting because I don't care about followers, but I love you.